In today's training, we're going to be reviewing how to enter an FHSA and also how to use it to fulfill a future home purchase. I'm going to go to our plus button in the bottom right-hand corner and select Savings and Investments. From here, you're going to want to select the Investment section, and under Type, from the drop-down, we have the tax-free first home savings account. I'm going to select that as our option. Give this account and a name. Enter in the current balance for the account. You can adjust your fee rates here if you need to, and you can toggle on or off whether or not to use this for non-qualified expenses. I'm going to keep that off for now. Under contributions, this is going to be how much the client is contributing either annually or monthly to this account, and you also have the option to make contributions as a priority before paying any other expenses. If you want to do that, you can toggle this on. Enter in the purchase year for the account, and then you have some account closure options here. You can either, when this account closes, if there's anything left in it, you can liquidate it to savings, which will move it into the cash sweep accounts, or you can transfer them to a retirement account that's already in the plan. For example, this client has an RRSP with their employer, so I'll just tell the software if there's anything left in this account, when we're done with it, go ahead and move it into the RRSP. The next thing I want to point out is that when you enter in contributions, you're going to be asked to update the timing for those contributions. That is just telling the software how long we're going to make those contributions into this account. So we're going to start them now, and then I have this event on the timeline already for her first home purchase, so I'm going to use that as our end event. And we're going to click Done to save. You can now see this in the Savings and Investments section, and then if you want to track it year by year, you can go to Year View and look in the Investments section, and you'll be able to see estimated end of year balances for any year in the plan. All right, the next thing I want to show you is how to use this account for a future home purchase. We're going to go to the plus button, go to property, and we'll give this asset type a name. We're going to leave it as principal residence, and I'm going to call this future property. We're going to give it an estimated future market value. You can do this in today's dollars and have the software inflate this up, or if you want it to enter the plan at exactly that amount, just select future value and it'll enter into the plan at this exact amount. I'm going to leave this as the same market and purchase value, and then I'm going to toggle on yes, this is a future purchase. Once I've done that, I need to tell the software when we're buying this home. So I'm going to go to timing. I'm going to select that first home purchase event on the timeline, drag that into our buy event, and then we can leave the sell event for now as plan end. For payment sources, I want to make sure that the FHSA is a preferred payment source for this account. And then I want to link the future mortgage that's going to be associated with this property. So I'm going to go to linked debts, create and link a new debt, and we're going to give this a name. An estimated balance. This is going to be what she takes the mortgage out for after her down payment. And I'm going to put our interest rate in here as an estimate, and then how long of a loan she expects to take out. We'll just, if we enter that, it'll estimate the payment amount. We're going to click Done to save this as well, and then I'm going to click Done, and we're going to review the outputs. You can see here in the future home purchase year that we've got a large spike in the cash flow. That's from the purchase of that home. So we have $650,000 flowing into the plan from the mortgage, and then we're pulling $100,000 from tax-free savings. So let's take a look at this in year view just to review exactly what's happening. I'm going to scroll over to that year. We can see in cash flow, we have a credit from a debt for a future mortgage, and then we have $100,000 getting pulled from Angela's FHSA. And you can also go to investments and see the details of what's happening in her FHSA. We have the withdrawal of $100,000, and we have a remaining end of year balance here. And if we go to property, you can see the property is now in the plan in that year. And then if we go to expenses, you can see the actual future property purchase. If you click on that, you can see where we funded the purchase of that property from, and you'll see it highlighted here that Angela's FHSA was a preferred source. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to us at support@planwithvoyant.com or click the name of your client in the top right corner. Select Request Support, enter your question into the text box, and share client access. Thanks for listening.